I'ma say it now, with chest. I think the video game movie curse is over. It's gone, mate. Gran Turismo is an absolute banger. The story of Gran Turismo is a real story. This is a real thing that happened, and I didn't have a clue about anything until I saw the trailer and reacted with the Nerd Army. You guys and girls let me know, like, what's going on. Basically, Nissan took the greatest Gran Turismo racers, gamers. They took the best of the best and they basically put them up against real race car drivers. Like, it's insane. Like, just that premise alone, I actually can't believe this happened for real. And that is what Gran Turismo, the movie, is about. It just follows the storyline of the real thing that really happened. And it's just amazing. As a huge gamer, especially of PlayStation, I mean, I'm sitting in a goddamn PlayStation t-shirt, fam. I was actually quite a big fan of Gran Turismo growing up. I'm not embarrassed to say I found it well hard, boy. But to see gamers go against real race car drivers, I thought it was amazing. It's such a, I want to say, like, and it's an inspiration, bruv. I know we got like esports and all that stuff, and it's so cool. Even for someone like me who does YouTube, and I'm a huge gamer, I love like talking about this stuff. This story feels like that, like to the absolute extreme. And the story's amazing. I don't care. It's so good. I was genuinely kind of blown away at certain bits. It gets well deep and well serious, and I did not expect that going into a movie based on a video game, technically, even though it's a real story, you know what I mean? Sorry, it's not a video game. It's a racing simulator. As for the cast, the lead actor, he's got the weight of the movie on his shoulders. He is portraying someone in real life, and I thought he was amazing, bro. He was so good. He brought so many layers, and again, as a gamer, some of the things he's saying kind of hit me a little bit different, like, because everyone around him is basically saying, look, you're not a race car driver. You sit in your bedroom with his steering wheel. This ain't for you, bruv. And he, like, really pulls through, man. He's just so good. Orlando Bloom's in the movie. He's basically the guy who brings this to Nissan and comes up with the idea. He's kind of, at some points, a bit of a dick, but overall, he's cool. And you've got David Harbour, who is basically the man teaching the lead hero how to race, how to like take the racing sim stuff from PlayStation and turn it into like real life. And my man's coming with the layers, you know what I mean? And it's just great to see. Acting across the board was so good. And now let's actually talk about the racing itself. If the racing was dead, this would flop. If like the story is so good, which it genuinely is, if it looked shit, it would just be shit. The fact that they're with Nissan really kind of hits me a little bit different. I had a 350Z for a long time. It's my favourite car ever. And for a majority of the film, they're in R35s, which is actually one of my favourite cars ever. And because they're on the racetrack, I think they're going at mad speeds because the movie feels very, very fast. For a massive chunk of the movie, all like the racing sim drivers, should we call them, that have come from Gran Turismo, they're all in the same R35 and they're all white. It could very much be like a blur in certain scenes. The movie does this amazing thing and they use sounds from the game, which just is so good. You'll see above like our lead hero's car, like what place he is. And just those little things are throughout the whole movie. You never like lose track of where he is or what's going on. They really did think of everything in regards to that. The actual racing itself felt extremely fast. And again, it must be because they're on a racetrack. They could just go crazy. You know when movies are having car chase scenes and it's like in London, for example, you know they're not going 100 miles an hour because you can't go 100 miles an hour. And they do like, you know, manipulation with the camera and cinematography and stuff to make it look faster than what it is. The cars in here, they look like they're going dangerously fast, bruv. The visuals and the sound are just amplified with these like little Gran Turismo, little Easter eggy things, noises. Sometimes like they'll whiz past and like the whole film will pause and it'll pop up with the noises, like what place he is, and then continue. It was amazing because it's throughout the whole film. It felt really sick. It's also a really fast-paced movie, which I really did love. A lot of these movies I've been seeing recently, I mean, like Oppenheimer and stuff, I know they're totally unrelated, but they're so long, bruv. This was paced so good, a little bit over 2 hours. I don't actually have any negatives. I mean, there was like one scene that was dragged out a little bit too long, but other than that, the pacing was so good. My complaints are minimal. I think if you're a car fan, this is a banger of a movie, a must watch. I actually think it's one of the best car movies I've ever seen, and I'm just being real. I think if you're a gaming fan, go and see this movie. It might inspire you, bruv, to stay on your dream, mate. Play Call of Duty or something on Twitch or YouTube, whatever you got to do. It's inspiring. It's pretty sick. I'll even throw it out there. If you hate cars so much, and this ain't some like testosterone man film, it is not that. If you genuinely hate cars, I actually think because the story is a real thing and it's bonkers, I actually think you can still go to this movie and you're gonna like it. And I'm gonna give Gran Turismo 8.5 nerds out of 10. Barbie and Oppenheimer right now are making stupid dollars, and I really hope this ain't one of those like gem movies that gets like just overlooked because it was so good. Acting was great, story is unbelievably sick. I did not think this was real. So crazy. All the visuals and stuff was amazing, and I highly recommend you go and see this movie. Thanks for watching, guys. You lot are the sickest. Subscribe if you're new. Take care. Peace.